As always, the guinea pig's favorite snack lying around the cage because no one ate it. Because no one loves carrots around here. Also, someone apparently took a little stroll. Who was it? One of you? Let's put that back in and refill the hay for you guys. Do you want a pea flake first? Quick, quick! So cute! Someone in the background. Oh, Tutu! That's a first, certainly. So that just took like 60 bucks. Okay, Wilby, you're getting another one. Okay, you're getting this tiny one and then you're done. You're eating so many pea flakes, Fitzgerald. Okay, you guys. Fresh hay for everyone. The amount that goes into this hay rag, the one attached to the Heidi, is a little bit insane. Story time. You won't believe what happened to me yesterday, or rather, who I mistook for what. I was cleaning the guinea pig's cage and I was almost done. I was just putting together this Heidi right here. And I was getting ready to put these stone plates in. They're quite heavy, so I was really focused on getting them in without dropping them on a guinea pig, because Fitzgerald, I was standing in the cage and Fitzgerald was just running around my feet and was just being crazy as she is. And since she bit my toe last time, I'm a little bit careful around her. She didn't bite my toe this time though. So I was standing there, putting in these plates, really focused on that, and then suddenly I noticed like a big gray fluffy thing next to me, and I was like, "Hey Zelda!" And I looked down and it was this beautiful brush lying next to me. And to be honest, looking at it from above, it does have some similarity to this view, right? Sorry, Zelda. In any case, I was standing there just putting in the plates, looked down, I was like, "Hey, Zelda!" Looked down and realized, no, I'm actually talking to a brush. So that happened. To my defense, I'm always cleaning out the guinea pigs really late in the evening. But yeah, I mean, there is a similarity, right? Right? You see it as well. Zelda is, of course, way more beautiful than this brush. Way cleaner, hopefully, than this brush. Let me know, like, Zelda, I'm sorry, like, you obviously have, like, really awesome fur color and just different coloration in your fur, but I'd say, like, feeling-wise, the hair is pretty similar to the fur is pretty similar to the brush. It's like if you've never touched a Swiss teddy, like their fur looks so fluffy and cute and it's really awesome to touch, but it's also not as soft as you would expect. Like parts of it feel very soft, like almost like a plushie, but then parts of it also feels a little bit coarse. It does not feel as soft as a Wilby, for example. He's like, what? No one is petting me. Please don't spread that on the internet. Wilby's like the softest guinea pig ever. He also has the perfect body weight to size ratio. And he also has the cutest little floppy ears. He's like, don't touch me. We don't do that here. Fitz, for example, Fitz is a Rex guinea pig and her fur feels very coarse. It's not super soft. It's still, obviously, it's still nice. Even though on camera she always looks super fluffy and very much like a plush toy. But it's not super soft. Zelda's like, stop talking about my fur. You just compare me to a freaking brush. The one you use to clean everything, huh? Though with the Swiss teddies, I feel like it also really depends on the guinea pig, because I remember Maximus just had the softest fur ever. Tutu, I actually don't know, really, because her face is really soft, but she never lets me touch anything else. So, I don't know. But Zelly's fur is definitely not completely soft. Zelly is still not happy by what I'm saying. They're so cute. But yeah, let me know if you've been keeping guinea pigs for a long time, whether you've noticed different breeds having like different characters, because I do find the Swiss teddies, for example, to be the most gentle guinea pigs there are. Like, obviously, I've only had 3 Swiss teddies so far, but all of them were so gentle. So, and I've read that online as well, that people say Swiss teddies are just so gentle. So I think there is a little bit of maybe different breeds also having different characteristics. Maybe they've like bred very gentle Swiss teddies. My Rexies, for example. Lumi sometimes was bloated, and we immediately jumped because like we had such bad memories of like, especially when guinea pigs get sick, like the antibiotics very often cause like stomach problems. So we immediately jumped to a protocol of what we're doing when the guinea pigs are bloated, but Lumi always seemed to get rid of it herself. Which is very interesting. Like sometimes her stomach just appeared bigger, and then it was hard to touch, so it definitely seemed to have been bloated. But then she never stopped eating, and she was just fine. Like she didn't stop eating, and if you don't stop eating, obviously everything moves through their digestive system, and then she was fine again. And the same thing is the case with Fitz. You're just super special guinea pigs, Fitzy. And I don't know if it's just like a selection bias. Obviously, we've only had two Rexies so far. Very clever, right, Fitzy? Yeah. You have a big brain as well. Cute. Zelly's lying down while eating. I keep both AC units running basically the entire day, because especially up here on the upper floor of the house, it just gets really hot. So I just keep it running so that the guinea pigs get all of that cool air as well. So while I'm filming the guinea pigs, I have the door closed, and it just immediately gets so hot in this room. This is going to be it for today's video, because I am going to be blasting the IC in this room. Yes, Zelda, cool air. Looking forward to that cool air. Well, this is going to be it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed it, and see you guys next time. Bye!